How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Brawl. We're starting a little bit early today because I have a confession. There are some commanders that I refuse to play, um, but I will play under the right circumstances. And this is the secondary, the part 2 tie-in episode to my talk about banned and restricted yesterday. Mr. Poq avoided the bans, and he avoided rebalancing, and he's obscene. And I hate him. And the fact that I had to use a mythic to craft him makes me sad. But he is here. We're gonna let him do a thing, and whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, happens. So according to Wizards, matchmaking is why it's okay for things like Poq and Paradox Engine to exist in the format, because all the Paradox Engine players and the Poq players can play against one another, and everybody else doesn't have to. But it rarely works that way. And as a result, we all see a bit more Poq than we would like. I checked to see if I had played him before on the channel, which I thought I was going to at some point, but I guess I just never got around to it. You're surveilling opponent. Very good. Benthic Biomancer is a combo piece, so we do have to be careful about him. Him and Wizards class go infinite with drawing cards. And then as long as you have another creature on the field, it's fine. I think the +1/+1 counter off of uh, really, is that what we're doing? Fair enough, opponent. I will play my Poq. If you think you can race this, you are welcome to try. I don't know, whenever Poq comes down, it feels like you need to Wrath that turn or you die. And, like I said, I haven't played him before. Generally, I, I do 3 to 5 test games per deck, just to get a feel for how they operate. But I did not for this guy because I've seen him operate, and like I said, I like ramping. I'm a big ramp fan, but I'm just not a fan of his play pattern. I messed it up too. Opponent, you have the counter spell for the Scute Swarm. That is not looking promising, opponent. Won't lie, that's not looking promising. Show me 1 mana counterspell. Okay, never mind. Actually, this will work. It might work. If they have a bounce spell, I'm sad, but if they don't, I probably win next turn. Mr. Poq, we'll give him a hit. We'll bring you down to 18, opponent. Holding up our heroic intervention. Opponent has a lot of mana to work with. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they work their way out of this. Maybe Poq is just a mental block problem on my end, and he's not actually all that powerful, and that it's just a me thing. It could be it. It could be it. I'm willing to be wrong. Sir Benjamin, prove me wrong, please. In theory, I've never been one of those archetypes that I do really like, but it also can be one of those very decisive archetypes, right? Like, not all ramps are equal. We're gonna try to remove my stuff, because we probably should try to remove my stuff before that life total hits 0. The swarm is coming. Yeah. We get 2 lands. These 2 become 4 more, and then Poq generates 2 more lands, and those 6 become 12. Are we doing it, opponent? I want to believe. Hmm. No, thank you. Are we using the counterspell, opponent? Do we have a counterspell? Even if we do, it's not really a problem. I can recast everything. Oh, no, I was big brained. I was almost big brained. Okay, I'm fine. Oh, calling me worried, opponent. Um, Gonna do this. Get that Scoot Swarm going. This. Search my library for a basic. I should put a waste in my deck. Something I didn't think about that probably should happen. Yeah, 13 go. Alright, card. So, whatever nastiness our opponent has prepared for us is gonna happen. I have 13 lands on the battlefield. Over double my opponents. And I have been playing cards that put lands on the battlefield, right? Like, that is core to the box strategy. But, returning my Solemn Simulacrum? I mean, I didn't have another land, so. Casting this boy would be good. It's just very difficult in my current build. So, I probably will add in some waste in game 2, just to make it a little bit easier. If we would have cast him last turn, like, we would have been in the money. I think I'm gonna pause. We are back, and I added 3 wastes to the deck. It might sound like a little too few, but remember, wastes do count as basic lands, so anything that searches basic lands will get you a waste. I think I actually pitched this hand. This is better. This is better. Having a Azusa might give me a run for my money. She is a powerful lands commander. And interestingly enough, she's a different kind of lands commander type strategy, right? Because she wants to put extra lands in the battlefield, which Myth does, but he doesn't do it in the same way. He does it by allowing you to put them from hand onto the battlefield, right? Like he conjures them onto the battlefield. And as a result, you don't really want to play your Azusa type effect in your Poq deck because Poq only triggers once each turn. You only get extra lands for one shot. And that one shot has got to do the job, right? I could. I could. Green. Then I'll go fight my Poq opponent. Probably take that thing up. Take 3 damage. Next turn we might just awaken the woods because it is a dumb Poq card that will bury Azusa and card advantage. So we play a land. We get a mana off of Nissa. We put 4 Dryad Arbors into play. Poq conjures for the boys. You know the boys. Um, we could. I messed it up. We'll do it next turn. Green. Green. Uh, this is a help out actually. Out a lot. Next turn I will be adding all of the mana. Nothing. Your go, opponent. I will be attacking for 12, though. Your maze is also tapped, which is sad, but this does happen sometimes. Even the best maze of it players know that sometimes the maze is tapped. It's when Shadow of Scapeshift. It's kind of similar to a maze, but different in some key areas. Who are you fighting, opponent? Poq too big? Ashaya too big? Like, Kukla is small. That was right. Poq is too good. Um, Next BNR announcement. I want this boy on the list. I want him on the list. Because I hate Ram. Because he probably ramps a little too good. And we're not about winning on this channel. We don't play Brawl to win. As evidenced by my scores and scores of videos where I build a deck only for it to get utterly decimated. Um, we build Brawl to have fun, to play around with mechanics, and to try to figure out if there's some useful or interesting interactions between cards from today and cards from 4 or 5 years ago, right? Like that's the most fun aspect of playing Brawl. And winning is important. It's true, but it's also not everything. Mulligan. Delighted Halfling. Okay. The turn 3 Poq, you can't really argue with that. Yes, you could, but wouldn't be much point in it. Momentous Fall is actually really good in Poq too, because Poq get big, Poq sacrifices himself. Finale, the Battle, and the Green Sun Zenith in the deck to, actually, let's X1 for my library. For one of them boys. Just so that I can play Poq and get my trigger next turn. I am greedy like that. Probably a waste, but like Cavalier is a regrowth on a stick, and like who could argue with that? Let's do it right. Mr. Poq comes down, lands into the battlefield. He's suddenly a 4/4. Um, Good times. The elk. Yeah. Under off here. That was 3 victories in under 20 minutes, and like matchmaking based. Uh, Matchmaking based. What was it? That clearly does not solve the problem, in my opinion. But it is what it is. This monster is in the format, and he is not leaving anytime soon. So that'll be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.